Hey, my name is Night. I want to share with you all a sinister email I received a few weeks ago. Before I started this channel, I posted a Craigslist ad asking people to send me an unbelievable but true story that they would like me to narrate on YouTube. I've received many stories, but only one was different. I don't know this man's name, and I will not reveal the email address I've received this letter from. When I say begin letter, I will read word for word exactly what this letter says, grammatical errors and all. When I have read the last word of the letter, I will say, end letter. Begin letter. Hello, love. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm thankful you started this channel because it has given me an outlet to attain glory for what I've done while remaining anonymous. I will not give you my real name for obvious reasons, but I've been called Ed Gein in a past life. I believe this is a playoff of the name Ed Gein. Make no mistake, I am no Ed Gein. They call me that because we are of a similar mind, a similar taste, if you will. Night, I love disguises, have ever since I was a lad. I would beg my mommy and daddy to buy me that detective disguise. You know, the one with the bifocals and the cartoonish nose and mustache connected. As I've grown, so has my craving for disguising myself as someone I am not. In hindsight, I realized that I love looking like someone else, 'cause I hate who I am. Inside and out. I cannot change how I look inside. I accepted that at a young age. But I can disguise my external appearance. I'm ugly, and I think it's unfair for some people to be beautiful inside and out. So I would go to my local bar on the weekends and find the most beautiful man there that night. I'd have a mental scale in my head that I would use to judge, and if the facial meat wasn't a 9 or a 10, I'd pass. Sounds crazy, I know. When I located my pretty boy, I'd sneak a crushed Rufalin in his beverage when it appeared as though he was about to leave. You'd be surprised how many people leave their drink unattended in bars and just in general. Just lit things I notice. I'd follow them to their car, and when they'd open the door, I'd snap my arms around their neck in a rear naked choke and squeeze until they'd pass out. This worked every time because of the Rufalin. Next, I'd transport them to my casa. There, I'd inject them with the 3 drugs used in the lethal injection. Once their heart stopped beating, I began the surgical removal of their head skin. The first time I removed the head skin of another man and placed it over my own like some Halloween mask was the first time I was horrified at myself. Not because of what you think, though. I was horrified because my disguise-making skills sucked. I didn't look like this beautiful man. I looked like some asshole with a disgusting mask on his head. Over the years, I've dedicated myself to this malpractice until I mastered it. And I did. There was only one thing left to do, and that was to remove my head skin and wear another man's as my very own. The ultimate disguise. Of course, I needed help for this endeavor, which I attained from one of my closest friends. I will say no more about him because he truly is a good man. Good man. To make a long story short, I am now beautiful, if only on the outside. I'm that much happier. I've stopped making disguises. Haven't been down that road for 3 years. The only thing is, people that I've never met look at me, and I can see in their eyes that they recognize me, but they never speak. I sometimes use that as a form of entertainment, a guilty pleasure of mine. For example, one time I was in the mall on an elevator to the second floor. The elevator was all glass, so it was see-through. As I was waiting for the elevator to ascend, I noticed a little girl looking at me. She had that same look in her eyes, like she knew me. She got her mommy's attention and pointed at me. The woman looked for a while and then waved. I smiled back. When the elevator started to move, the smile left my face. I held my hands over my head like I had a chainsaw and started to shake frantically. I will never forget the terror on their faces. Then I turned around as the elevator doors opened and greeted the family entering as though nothing happened. End letter. I don't know what to say about that. I just decided I should put it out there. If you guys have any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comment section.